The third most common cancer that kills is colon or colorectal cancer. But what causes it, how to prevent from getting it, and how to heal from it. 1 in 25 people around the world has colon or colorectal cancer. And the number is growing. If you or someone you know or love is diagnosed with colon or colorectal cancer, you should watch or share this video with them, as most other videos only show treatments, i.e. colonoscopies, surgeries, or chemotherapies that are just treating the symptoms, not the cause of this cancer. Hi, my name is Benny Lee. I'm the author of the book called Watch the Mouth. I'm also the health and life coach. In this video, I'd like to share with you my experience that I used to have colon or colorectal cancer, that I healed myself within 6 months. Now I live a life cancer-free. So this video focuses on what causes colon or colorectal cancer, how to prevent from getting it, and how to heal from it. As stated in my book, cancer is a growth of abnormal cells, a symptoms of disease, not the cause. So if you don't know the cause, how can you heal completely, as the cancer may come back and may eventually kill you. So what is colon or colorectal cancer? Colon is the large intestine of about 3.5 feet long or 1 meter long. And rectum is the large intestine of about half a feet or 15 centimeter long that terminates at the anus. Together they form the term colorectal. The main function of colon is to absorb water and recycle it back to our body and to move waste to the rectum. The main function of rectum is to hold that waste until we evacuate our poop via the anus. Colon or colorectal cancer means that there are polyps growth in our digestive tracts. This is stage 1 or early stage cancer, and the polyps grow to become cancerous cells, and this is stage 2 of cancer. When the cancer cells grow to become a tumor that penetrates its digestive tract, then this cancer is stage 3. When the cancer cells metastasize and spread into other organs, i.e. liver or lung, this is stage 4 or advanced stage of cancer. So what are the symptoms of colon or colorectal cancer? The most common ones are blood in stool. The blood can range from black to red. Black color means it may come from the colon, and red color means it may come from the rectum. And second is thin stools, weight loss, constipation, abdominal pain, shortness of breath or fatigue. If you have any of these symptoms, you should seek medical help to screen for polyps or cancer cells in your colon and rectum. If you are diagnosed with colon or colorectal cancer during stage 1 or stage 2, your chance of survival is high. Usual treatment for stage 1 is colonoscopy to remove the polyps, and for stage 2 is surgery to remove cancerous cells. Stage 3 is hard to treat, usually involve invasive surgery like nip and tuck, bypass and reattachment of intestine, or chemotherapy or radiation therapy, where both treatments have serious negative side effects, i.e. compromise or shorten intestine or digestive tract, cut off some blood flows and nutrients to some parts of our organs, chances us pooping in our pants, and damage to other good cells in our body because of the chemo and radiation therapies. Meanwhile, in stage 4 cancer, it is too late for redemption. According to American Federal Health Department's National Cancer Institute, colon or colorectal cancer is a highly treatable and often curable disease when localized to the bowel. It says surgery is the primary form of treatment and results in cure is approximately 50% of patients. However, the Cancer Institute also says recurrence following surgery is a major problem and is often the ultimate cause of death. What do these institute's findings tell us? 1. If polyps growth are detected early in the bowel area, your chance of healing and curing is high. If after surgery, you also watch your mouth and change your diet, so you are treating the symptoms and the cause. Number 2, surgery is great to remove polyps, but it is just treating the symptoms, not the cause. Therefore, if you don't know the cause and continue to eat unhealthy food, especially processed meat, i.e. bacon and ham, that contains the chemical called sodium nitrite, cancer growth will come back and eventually kills you. Number 3, 50% of those who cured, most likely they change the diet to mostly unprocessed plant-based foods. The same can be said on the remission or healing rate of other types of cancer. Now back to my story. That many years ago, I was diagnosed with colon and colorectal cancer. My doctor told me it could be hereditary, as my father also had the same cancer. Likewise, regarding my diabetes that I used to have, my doctor also told me it is hereditary because my mother, aunt and uncle also have diabetes. I reversed both my cancer and diabetes within 6 months, as I found they are not hereditary, but rather they are dietary diseases. After my cancer diagnosis, I had 2 operations to remove polyps from my colon and rectum. But I realized operation just treat the symptoms, not the cause. So one day I decided to find out the root cause and found the main culprit is the chemical used in food called sodium nitrite. It's the synthetic chemical used in cured meats, i.e. ham, bacon, hot dog, luncheon meat, sausage, salami, etc. That this chemical not only acts as the preservatives but also the coloring agent to make the food look fresh and appealing, i.e. to give the cured meat its pinkish color. By the way, some unethical food seller also inject sodium nitrite into their stale tuna, which its flesh is already in brown color, so to make the flesh red and look fresh. Then consumers also don't know what is the natural color of ham.
Answer: 50 Shades of Grey.
But why we always see them in grocery stores in white, pink, red color? To make them more visually appealing, food manufacturers put sodium nitrite, a chemical that acts as preservative as well as coloring agent. See next pictures for examples of food labels for ham, bacon and spam, where the ingredients are full of harmful, unhealthy stuff. The most alarming ingredient in the above example of food labels is the sodium nitrite, which is different from the natural occurring sodium nitrate. The synthetically made preservative, sodium nitrite, fights harmful bacteria in ham, salami, hot dog, bacon, sausage, and other processed and cured meat. It adds salty flavor too, also lends them their pink coloration. However, under certain conditions in the human body, nitrite can damage cells and also morph into molecules that cause cancer. Sodium nitrite in the food we eat will mutate or damage our DNA and cells, from our stomach to colon all the way to the end of our intestines, i.e. the anus. The mutated chemical is called nitrosamines, which is genotoxic. It means it damages DNA, and carcinogenic. That means it causes cancer. Sodium nitrite in processed food and cured meat has been linked to colon and colorectal cancer, diabetes, leukemia, brain cancer, heart or liver or kidney diseases, etc. Why are we not told about this? Big food manufacturers and their lobbyists suppress these findings from being disclosed to the public, so consumers will continue to eat bacon, ham, hot dog, sausages, etc. So you will have a double whammy on your health if you eat hot dog or ham sandwich. As I've shown above, that ham or hot dog has sodium nitrite that is carcinogenic, i.e. causing cancer. Then bread and bun is made of white wheat flour, which is also carcinogenic, i.e. causing cancer. So you inflict yourself with a double whammy on getting cancer. I have made a video on why wheat flour is so harmful to our body. Click to this top corner to watch that video about why wheat flour is so harmful to our body. So to recap, I had two colonoscopies. First colonoscopy was to remove the polyps. 2 years later, I had my second colonoscopy to check if polyps or cancer cells come back or grow. But the specialist doctor found me to be in perfect condition and told me to come back 10 years later for checkup. I attribute my complete healing from colon or colorectal cancer is by watching my mouth, what I put into or not to put into my mouth, i.e. eat mostly fresh, unprocessed plant-based foods and avoid foods that contain sodium nitrite. Conclusion: if polyp growth is detected early, it is easy to remove with colonoscopy. If the growth becomes cancerous, the cancer is in stage 2 or 3, which is harder to treat, usually with surgery or chemotherapy. But don't wait too late, as stage 4 is hopeless. Sodium nitrite, the coloring agent and the preservatives in foods, is the main cause for colon or colorectal cancer. So to prevent from getting colon or colorectal cancer, we need to avoid eating foods that contain sodium nitrite. And if you want to heal from such cancer after colonoscopy or surgery, we need to change our diets to eat mostly fresh fruits and vegetables. Our body is immensely powerful in self-healing if given the chance by eating fresh and natural foods without prescribed medicines and operations. If you want to find out more about my Watch the Mouth book, the link is in the description. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.